Hello, and welcome to the fourth episode of CCR Liberty in Detail. In our previous episode, we were looking at the Liberty's head, and in this episode, we will be looking at the DSV, the BOVs, our manual addition valves, and the offboarding options. When choosing your Liberty configuration, you have basically two main options. The first one is Dive Surface Valve, or DSV, and the other option is Bailout Valve, which is BOV. The side mount configuration comes with the DSV. With the back mounted configuration, you can choose whether you would like to have it with a DSV or with BOV. The BOV is the simpler option. It's pretty much either closed or open. The BOV contains a second stage regulator, in this case Apex, so it's either open circuit or closed circuit. In our second episode, we had a quick look at the flow direction in Liberty and the mushroom valves. We're going to have another quick look at those. The mushroom valves ensure that our exhaled gas does not go back into our inhaling counterlung before it goes through the loop and the CO2 gets scrubbed off. As you can see, it's a one-way valve and they are placed here. This is the same position that it's for DSV and the BOV. So one is on this side, the other one is on the other side, and the gas flows this way. When it comes to BOV, you have two options. You can choose either BOV with ADV, or you can choose a BOV without ADV. This is BOV with ADV, and this one's without. The one without ADV is pretty much open circuit and closed circuit. The one with ADV this is the position with ADV. Here we're in open circuit, as well as if we're facing down. In this position, we're in closed circuit again, but this time with our ADV turned off. Your BOV can be later on changed into the other version if you wish to. So if you wish to turn your ADV BOV into non-ADV BOV, you just replace the barrel inside and you turn your BOV into the type that you would like to have. We also have a separate video on how to replace the barrel. We have put the link into the description of this video. The BOV also comes with an adapter, which you can attach to your BOV handle. Place it easily on, tighten screw here, and this will give you a bit more of a leverage if you dive in cold waters and you need to get a bit of a better grip, and makes it way easier to just rotate the BOV. The next thing you can choose is that if you would like to have your manual addition valves, your MAVs, with your BOV or without it. In side mount configuration, your MAVs come standard with your DSV. With the back mounted configurations, with the back mounted counterlungs, the BOV comes as a standard as well. With the front mounted counterlungs, you can choose. So it's up to you if you would like to have your MAVs on your front mounted counterlungs as well as in front of your mouth. This is what the manual addition valve for front mounted counterlungs looks like. So this is a nipple. The beauty about the Divesoft BOV is that you can configure it in whichever way you like. So now we have the nipple on and we have the version without the MAV. If we would like to add the MAV, we just simply remove the nipple. The nipple also has arrows on it that show us the direction of the gas flowing through. So the way to add the MAV, we just simply place it, line up the grooves here, place it in, and now we have the version with the MAVs. I'm gonna add the other MAV in as well. Okay. You can see we've got retention rings here. They're just very easy to take off. Just basically grab them with your fingers, open up, take them off, and you can quickly swap the nipple over. As you can see here now, we have two low pressure hose inlets here, one for the MAV and the other one for the Apex second stage. If we would like to reduce the amount of hoses leading to the BOV, we can choose to go with a single hose adapter. You can also add it in the configurator to your configuration, and the single hose adapter will reduce the hoses from 2 to 1. As you can see, the manual addition valves are here, so they're nicely located in front of our mouth. So when the loop is around your neck and you're underwater, most of the time your arms are in front of your body. So it's very easy for you to locate your MAVs. If you can find your mouth, you can find your MAVs. Just find your mouth, find your MAVs, and you can give yourself a manual addition of your diluent or your oxygen. On the front mounted counterlungs, your MAVs are located here. Moving back to the BOV, we also offer a Draeger and our OTS version of our BOV for full face masks. Next thing we're gonna move on to the attachment of our head-up display, our HUD. The way the HUD is attached to the DSVs and the BOVs is that there's a rail here, and you basically slide the head-up display into place. You can move it along the rail based on where you prefer having your head up for you to be easily seen. If you find this to be a little bit too low for yourself, you can also go for this adapter, which rises your head-up display. So you slide the head-up display into the adapter, and you slide your adapter into place, and now it sits about 17 millimeters higher than in a standard position. This can also be added in our configurator when you're configuring your unit. As I showed you before, the nipples can be replaced and changed over. We also offer nipples with different dimensions for other rebreather manufacturers, so other people can be using BOVs and DSVs. The last thing I would like to talk to you about today is your options of offboarding gas. With the back-mounted units, in the configuration with the front-mounted counterlungs, you can either connect your offboarding gas into your manual addition valves, or you can connect your swage lock, QC6, or other type of this connection into your first stage regulators into the back of your unit. In the configuration with back-mounted counterlungs, you can offboard your gas through first stages as well. When it comes to side mount unit, you also, as well as with the front mounted counterlungs version, have two options. One of them is again going into your first stages through QC6 or similar type of connection, or you can connect a quick disconnect connector to your manual addition valves, as well as here, and get your offboard through there. So that's it for our fourth episode. Today we were talking about the differences between the DSVs and the BOVs and the options between them. And we were also talking about the ways of how you can offboard gas on the Liberty platform. In our next episode, we'll be looking at the ADV options. For more information, please visit our webpage at divesoft.com, where you can also find our configurator, where you can have a play and configure the unit for yourself based on your personal preference. If you would like to get any additional information, you can also email us at info@divesoft.com. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time.